Hi guys, how's it going? How are you? I'm here by myself, I know, and I said I have a guest. I do have a guest, and she's just going to join us in a few minutes. So yeah, let's just have a quick chat. You guys know that today I'm announcing the winners of the round 3 of the giveaway. So we're wrapping up this giveaway finally. Honestly, it's been very stressful for me, but I mean, I'm glad it's coming to an end and people are benefiting from it. So that's super exciting. Yeah, so today I'll be announcing 10 names. 9 of them would be for initial consultations. So basically, 30-minute to 1 hour sessions with our immigration lawyer, Mo's Law Office, and our immigration consultant, Todun's Consulting. Both of them are licensed to practice immigration here in Canada. They're licensed to give immigration advice and all of that. So yeah, I brought them in and they're helping us. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Like, you guys don't even understand how much this means to us. So thank you. You guys, just let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them a round of applause in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up button. People are joining. Thank you for coming in. So before I even move forward, let me just give a little bit of an introduction of our guest before she comes in. Her name is Wendy, and she works here in Canada in the AML industry. So that's anti-money laundering. So she used to be a banker back in Nigeria, and now she's here. She moved with her kids and her husband. So you guys, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Faye, you're only bringing, people that have yeah." I personally, I don't have kids, right? So I only give you information based on what I know as somebody who doesn't have kids. And my last two guests as well, we didn't really dwell a lot on the information about kids and how they settle in school and what you have to do for the kids when they come here. So today we'll be talking a bit more about the kids than I've done in my previous sessions, and we'll also be talking about banking careers, alternative careers for people who are coming from Nigeria, that we're bankers. What else are we going to be talking about? The IELTS winners as well, and the AML industry here in Canada for those that are interested in knowing that information. So yeah, somebody said that was your neighbor back in Nigeria. Are you serious? Wendy was? That's good. That's good. Hi. I'm seeing all your comments. Thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me check on Wendy. So before she joins, let me just give out announce some of the names of the giveaway of the consultation giveaway. And I'm going to announce the winner of the main full giveaway at the end. So the 9 names you're going to be hearing, throughout the video before the end would be for the initial consultation sessions. And honestly, you guys, I know it's an initial consultation, but I want you guys, if you win this, to actually come with good, like, serious questions. Do you understand? Don't waste it. These are like $200, $300 value sessions with immigration consultants and lawyers. So make sure that when you're coming and you're asking the questions and you're having that session with them, that you actually come with pressing, burning questions that they must answer for you. Do you understand? So yeah, but thanks everyone for participating as well. Let me, can you get a guess who's from the Caribbean? Yes, I can. I'll look for somebody that would, agree to come on the show, that's from the Caribbean, so that you can relate to their story as well. Okay, so let me give some names. I'm just trying to engage and like read the comments as well, but let me give some names. So first name is Chioma. I'm going to murder this name. I'm so sorry. Chioma Nzoyim. That's the first winner. Congratulations. Um, so yeah, definitely please DM me, send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter, and just give me a couple of hours to about 2 days to respond, but I will respond. Okay. So congrats, Chioma, on winning that. You've just won a 30-minute to 1 hour consultation with an immigration consultant slash lawyer. Okay, the next person on my list is Dekemi Akinyede. Dekemi Akinyede, congratulations. Next name on the list is Olamide Okunubi. Congratulations. Next name is Oreoluwa Obipenyi. Congrats. And then I'll give one more name. Chinwezu Joseph. Congratulations as well. So yeah, you guys, congrats. I'm going to be giving the other names as we go on as well. And you guys, we also hit a milestone. We hit 350,000 views on this channel. So I want to say thank you as well to everyone who's watched and shared. Oh, one of the winners is here. Congrats. I always like it when I see people who actually win the giveaways, like in the comments of the live. I know they reach out to me as well, but like I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And congrats. Make sure you come with your arsenal of questions, serious questions, so that you can give them. Okay, so it looks like Wendy is having some technical issues. So let's just give her some more time to come on. But before then, you guys, do you have any questions for me? I know today we are talking about banking and alternative careers for bankers and the banking industry. I work in financial services as well. Just a little bit of background about mine. I wasn't working in the bank in Nigeria. A lot of people tend to assume that I must have been working in a bank in Nigeria. I wasn't. I only started working in a bank here when I moved here, and I worked in a few places before I actually went into banking. So yeah, so that's kind of how mine went. That's why I wanted to bring somebody. Oh, Dekemi Akinyede is here as well. Congrats. That's super exciting. Oh my god, this is like I really like it. I enjoy, like, I don't know, this just getting people to gain things, right? So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed that session. But as I was saying, I only joined banking here, so I wasn't a banker in Nigeria. So that's why I wanted to bring somebody who has that experience coming from Nigeria with banking and coming in here. So if you have any questions, actually, just leave them in the comment section. We might actually just turn this session into like a full-blown banking conversation, because I know a lot of my followers work in banks and in banking and finance. So you guys drop your questions. I can definitely. Someone wants to join the StreamYard. Okay. Yeah, so DM me if you want to be a guest on the show. You can just send me a DM and like we can talk about it for sure. So someone's asking, what about procurement and warehouse jobs in Canada? So let's talk about that a little bit. There are lots of warehouse jobs in Canada. And you guys must have heard from my last guest, Abimbola. There are lots of warehouse jobs. Now, how do I put this? Like, there are lots of them. If you want a warehouse job, you will get a warehouse job. If you needed to pay your bills and for you to make a bit of savings and things like that, you will get one. You just need to apply and put yourself out there. You get one. Procurement jobs, I guess, it's a big industry here as well, because especially here in Ontario, where you have like one of the busiest airports, there's a lot of supply chain procurement type work. Those ones you might have to put in more work to get. But in terms of warehouse jobs, there are lots and lots of them. Someone is asking for the similarities between communications and project management. In what context are you asking? Are you asking in terms of, career, going from communications to project management and how I was able to do that? Or what context exactly? Because project management is so broad that it exists in every single industry, in every single field. You're going to find project management. So hold on just one moment.
Apologies.
Wendy, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here now. It finally worked.
Okay. Hi, welcome. So give me one moment. So I was just
Let's go.
I'll introduce you in a bit. So I was just saying that with communications, you can actually work in project management in a communications organization in communications field. But Wendy's here, our guest is here. You guys, sorry about the technical difficulties, but I hope I was able to hold things down. You guys, round of applause for our guest Wendy.
I clap for myself too.
Yes, thank you. Wendy and I met. Wendy, do you remember how we met? And how we met for the first time, or where?
Online first. We've been friends on from the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
WhatsApp group, right? Yeah. And no, let me remind you how I met you. Remember? Let me remind you how I met you. First time I connected with you was when you were telling us all about banking in Canada. We were still in Nigeria back then. Do you remember?
Wait, Wendy, your camera
You were
is
telling
off. Your camera, I think you turned off your camera by mistake. Can you check it?
Okay, let me put it on back.
Okay,
You were telling
yeah.
us about writing the IFC, CSC, and all of that. That was as far back as 2017. We were still in Nigeria.
3 years
So
ago.
that day you remember that day we all sent a message and we're like, oh, thank you for letting us know that there's a future in banking for us in Canada. Like a lot of us were thinking of switching when we get here. But after that talk that day, I said, oh, thank God that at least there's an option, there's a career path for us when we get here. Do you remember? You don't.
I don't remember, funny enough, but I know that I've had that conversation with so many. I know I've had that conversation many times. Many times. Because a lot of
even some people
in Nigeria, they're just like, well, let me just, what can I switch to? What else can I do, right? So Wendy's off again. No, but what she was saying is that there are certain certifications that you can take if you're trying to come here as a banker. So if you're trying to be a personal banking associate, like financial services rep, financial advisor, things like that, there are certain certifications that you have to take, such as IFC, Investment Funds Canada, by CSI, I think, which is Canadian Securities Institute. There's also another one called the Canadian Securities course. So those two courses are mutual fund licenses, and they let you sell investments. So they let you sell mutual funds to customers in Canada. So that's one. Those are some of the certifications that if you want to work in a Canadian bank in the branch, so at retail banking level, like in the branch, then those certifications will definitely help, with regards to getting those kind of jobs here. Let me just send a message to Wendy. So yeah, that's what she was trying to say. So she said that was the first time we met, which I don't even remember. Just trying to add her back.
Faye, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Wendy.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my camera, or maybe it's my system doesn't seem to the app. So maybe we could go on like so we don't cut off again, right?
Yeah,
is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
so
you said that's the first time we interacted, right? Oh, Wendy's gone again. You guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know. You guys, in case you don't know, we have network issues in Canada. I think the last time, yeah, so one person mentioned something similar. I was like, you do have network issues. Wendy, are you using mobile data?
Yeah, no.
I
You
think you
know
should
what?
switch. Can you switch to mobile data?
Okay, let me try that.
Yeah, because you guys, we have glow here. I'm just joking, but yeah, like sometimes the network is not great, so you kind of have to like ask people, in the area, like what network is good in which area and things like that. So yeah, we do have network issues in Canada. Okay, so someone's asking medical professions, nursing. Okay. The issue with finding people in this field is that the my network of people that are new immigrants that were doctors in Nigeria or nurses in Nigeria, they're in the process of getting licensed. So I can see if I can bring one of them on to discuss. But honestly, if you're a Nigerian doctor, a Nigerian nurse watching this video and you're in Canada licensed to practice, please send me a message so that I can bring you on. That's one of the requests I get quite a lot. People want to know about the licensing process for that. So please, or if you know somebody, if you're watching me and you know somebody who's in that field, please get them to message me and we can feature them and share more information as much as possible. Wendy, how far?
Faye, I don't think the camera is gonna work. So maybe
Ooh,
just go on like this. I'm
I
so sorry.
can't.
Like,
Wendy, we can't hear you. There's static.
how about now? Can you hear me now?
No,
Oh,
it sounds
Faye, I'm
weird.
so sorry. This
No, it
shouldn't be
sounds weird.
happening. How about now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's no longer good. Don't worry, Wendy. I
Okay.
don't know. Do you guys think we should reschedule with Wendy? It sounds pretty bad. You guys, let
Really?
me know if you think we should reschedule with Wendy. Let me know in the comment section. If you want us to just like talk through this and then bring Wendy in another time. Agricultural. Okay, so somebody's asking me to repeat the names of the certifications. So I said if you are interested in working in the branch. So for example, financial advisor, financial service rep, then you need certifications like IFC or CSC. Okay, so IFC means Investment Funds Canada, and CSC is Canadian Securities Course. And these two courses will let you sell mutual funds because we sell mutual funds in the branch. So those are the two certifications that you need for to work in the branch in Canada. Because I mean, you don't need it for every single role, but it increases your chances of getting hired, right? Because and they tell you, oh, it's not compulsory to have it, but there are people who will be applying for those same jobs who have these certifications, and best believe they're probably going to get hired because they have it and they already have the knowledge and it's proven on paper, right? So there's that, but that's for people who want to work in a branch and want to work in investment, to be financial advisors and things like that. So IFC and CSC, you don't have to do both. You can just do one. And if you had to do one, I would say do the CSC. I did the IFC, but that was because I didn't see myself long term working in investments or working in the branch. So I did IFC because it was faster for me to pass. It was faster for me to study, within how long did I study for? Like a month to study for it and pass. So it was easier for me that way. But for people who want a long-term career in investments and within the branch to become financial advisors and things like that, then might as well just go ahead and do CSC. For CSC, there are actually 2 exams in one. So you kind of do them at different times. So there are 2 different exams. So it's more, I guess it's more detailed. It's more complex than IFC. And both of them are offered by CSI, Canadian Securities Institute. So those are 2 that you definitely want to look into. So let me see more questions so I can answer questions. Millwrights, mechanical technicians, those guys make a lot of money. Yeah, you make a lot of money with trades. If you're in trades and you're certified to do trades, that's such a very good field. It's a very good field. Teaching in secondary schools. So teaching here is also a regulated profession because obviously they need to, vet the kind of people who are coming in to teach their students, right? So yeah, I can probably try to get 1 or 2 teachers on. We'll see. There is a whole process as well to get licensed. You might, don't quote me on it, but you might have to go back to school to take a course or something so that you can get licensed to teach in Canada. So there's that. Someone said rescheduling is fine. So we might reschedule with Wendy if she's not able to come back on. I'm just looking at comments to see what I can answer. So is there an age limit for working in the banking sector? No. I mean, does ageism exist among some recruiters in Canada? Yes. But in general, there's no written rule or anything about an age limit for working in the banking sector. Any rule like that would be discriminatory and it's against the law, right? So people are not supposed to discriminate against you based on your age. So yeah, no, there's no age limit. Marina said she's going to be talking about the teaching license on her channel. So you guys definitely check out Marina's channel. Hi Marina, by the way. Process of going through trades. You might have to just go to trade school for the program you want to take. So like I said, many of us that come here as immigrants, a lot of us go back to school for different reasons, right? So if you're in an industry where it requires you to be to have certain certificates and certifications and things like that, just go back, see what the process is. If you go to school, does that waive this certification requirement for you? If you take a master's in this program, does it hasten the process of you getting licensed in the field? You have to weigh your options, right? So that's why I'm trying to bring different people in different professions so that they can talk about their own licensing journeys. One day I'll bring Mo's law office. For those of you who don't know, that is my sister, and she's called to bar in Canada, in Ontario. So I'll bring her one of these days to talk about the law licensing process as well. But if you're in the field of law, you can check out Niger Lawyer in Canada. She has lots of posts about it that would help you. Let me just see what are the comments. So examples of diplomas or courses one can take that doesn't really have to relate to your BSc to increase your points. I already have a video on that, Dara. So Dara, please go ahead and check. I have actually 2 videos. One about degrees that you may already have that actually counts towards professional degrees that gives you the same number of points as a master's degree. And I also have a video on courses. Some of them are pretty short. Courses that would actually improve your CRS points, and it's not by force for you to be in the same field as your bachelor's. As long as you can pass some of those exams and get the certifications, you're good to go. New comments. Marina said our sister. You see, you guys are fighting with me for my sister. You know that money is the solution to all things for me. Is there a minimum amount of money you should have in the bank? What do you mean? What's your question related to? Is it for immigration? Is it for having your bank account, like a minimum balance? What exactly do you mean, Ned? Can you please clarify? Can we get someone from the agricultural industry? See, First of all, yeah, I don't know people in the agricultural industry, but if I find, or if you guys know any, send them my way so that we can have a chat. But one thing I can tell you for free is that farmers in Canada make a lot of money. Okay? Farmers in Canada make a lot of money. It's such a lucrative field. Yeah, it's such a lucrative field. A lot of people, I mean, depending on the area you're in as well, like sometimes when you come out and you smell the smell of manure, you know that the farmers have come out. Yeah, so like farming is good here, and there's a lot of, there's a lot of push for Canada grown crops and food. So that's something that is actually very good. If you can go into farming, I don't know what the industry is like, if they just allow people to farm without like, backgrounds in farming or something. I don't know. But I'll try to get somebody that's in that field, like in the agricultural sector, to come in. But farming is good money. I can tell you that for free. So somebody in PR, so public relations. Well, I can speak a little bit to that, because a lot of people, I don't find a lot of people to be in public relations here that are new immigrants. Okay, so in my entire network of new immigrants, not a lot of people are in public relations, and you get why. Okay, I studied public relations. I have a master's degree in public relations. It's a great field if you can get in. Basically, if you can get in, it's a great field. It's lucrative. Marketing is very lucrative as well. Digital marketing is good, but it's not easy as a person of color who is a new immigrant to break into the public relations market here in Canada. And I know nothing is easy, and I always say this, nothing is easy. So maybe if you put in more effort, you can get in, but it's not easy. So I wouldn't rely on PR alone for that. Okay. And yeah, Wendy is listening. So she said she knows somebody in public relations in Saskatchewan. Marina, please, did I say it right? In Saskatchewan, who she can link me up with, and we can probably bring the person on for an interview and have a conversation. And then hotel and catering industry. You guys have to realize, like, a lot of people in our network have they've only started moving to Canada in the past 3, 4, 5, a few of them in the past 10 years. So hotel and catering, I mean, there are people who have worked in hotels. I just don't know, like, what level are you talking about? Are you talking about someone that owns a hotel in Canada, that owns a hospitality? Someone said, I think any person who wants to break into PR must have a Canadian accent. Well, I don't know if that's the case, but that could be a factor. That could be part of the reasons. I know that if you do have agency experience, let me tell you, if you have agency experience, like PR agency experience from Nigeria, you stand a better chance than some of us, people like me that don't have PR agency experience. So, they really like agency experience. One thing I should mention as well, though, is that there are a lot of marketing jobs, and I put it in quotes because, in fact, I'm going to talk about all these scams very soon on this channel. But many of these jobs, they'll say, oh, this is a marketing manager position, or this is a marketing this position, and it's actually not true, because some of them would require you to go door to door and they would literally write on the job posting, does not include door to door. But when you get there, that is what you're doing, door to door marketing, right? So there are a lot of jobs that kind of just that are out there that claim to be public relations jobs and marketing jobs that are actually sales jobs, door to door sales jobs, right? So you have to be careful about that as well. And some of them are like, some of them can have some scams there, like, oh, how about you do this, book a flight with your own money, you're going to get reimbursed. By the time they send you a check, and you deposit that check and send to see, but you just know that your money has disappeared. That's it. So you just have to be very careful as well with the kind of jobs that you apply to. So extra steps CEO says any food business needs a food handler license, and it's not so expensive, but it varies by province. That's good information. Thank you. Because I know that, like, of course, if you're running a proper business, like a legal food business, there are, regulations, right? So, so you need to be aware of those. Son's asking, are project managers sought after in Canada, and in what industry? In every industry. Project managers are sought after. Now the industry is saturated, just like a lot of other fields, but it's okay because there's still jobs anyway. Like, no matter how saturated any industry is, as long as the jobs are there, they're popping up. There's competition, yes, but now person will still get that job, Abby, and it can be you. So that's just my own. That's my philosophy, especially here in Ontario, where a lot of the jobs are here. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of competition. Now, in case you don't know, Canadians are actually very educated. Like, it's not like some other places where, okay, you just stop at high school and like majority of the people just stop there. A lot of people have bachelor's degrees, a lot of people have master's degrees, MBAs, and all of that. So you're competing with a lot of people in Ontario because of the high population here. So when you see one job, like 1,000 people can apply for that job. So literally any field, I would say, is saturated. It's just that as long as those jobs are being posted, and as long as they exist, and now person will get that job, just still go for it. Don't let that discourage you. But yeah, project management is sought after in the financial services industry, in communications. You could be a project manager in a PR firm if that's your field. You could be a project manager in any field, construction, right? If you have background in construction and engineering, So yeah, project managers they're everywhere, right? What education should one have to get into project management? How do you stand out? I don't think you need education. Like you don't need to have a master's in project management, or a bachelor's, or there's no bachelor's, but like a diploma in project management to get a project management job. I think that it's more of your experience and the skills as well as the certification, right? So in Europe, obviously, they're leading project management certification. There is Prince 2, but here in Canada, PMP is highly respected. So if you have the PMP and you have experience to back it up, you don't need to go back to school. If you have to go back to school to study something else, maybe in the specific field, like, oh, if you're doing supply chain and you want to be a project manager in supply chain, you can go back and study like the basics of supply chain and how the industry works. You can also study project management if you don't have like the knowledge about it. At the end of the day, and not all of us go. Me, I went back to school and it helped me stand out because I didn't have like extensive experience, right? So everybody's case is different, basically, let's just say. But experience in the specific field, in project management, in the specific industry you're applying to, is very important. So if you're coming from Nigeria and you're a project management, if you're a project management professional in a bank in Nigeria, and you come here and you're applying for project management roles as well, it improves your chances because you've already been there, done that. Like, they want people that know, that have done this stuff in the past. So that's one thing that I've found as well. So yeah, is it possible for a new immigrant to work and study. I don't understand. Like, yeah, why not? If you're a new immigrant, like you've come as a permanent resident, you're an immigrant in Canada, you can work, you can study, you can do whatever you like that is legal. In fact, there's even incentive for you to go back and study so that you can do better and get a better job and make more money and pay more taxes. Right? So there's that as well. So someone asked about pharmacy technicians. I don't know that they are. I know somebody that's in pharmacy that I can bring on the channel. Yeah, I actually have her to I have her slated and scheduled to come on the channel. She studied pharmacy and she was a pharmacist in Nigeria, and she's working here in Canada now, not as a pharmacist, but in the industry still. So I think she might be able to help with that question. So let me just call out the remaining names of the winners. I know we're having like fun just going back and forth with questions and answers and stuff, but let me get to it. Okay, so in case you missed your name, I'm just going to start from the beginning. So there's Chima Nzoyim, Dekemi Akinyede, Olamide Okunubi, Oroluwa Obipeyi, Chinwezu Joseph, and then there's Grace Gabriel. Congratulations, you've won initial consultation. Akinde Abdullahi, congratulations. Oyindamola Ikwenobe, congratulations. Omoumi Ojelade, congratulations. So those are the 9 people that have won initial consultations with the immigration lawyer, Mo's Law Office, and immigration consultant, Todun's Todun's Consulting. Todun's Consulting. Okay, so you guys, congratulations. I hope you use it very well. I hope they answer some of your most pressing questions to help move your application forward. Now, for the person that has won the full immigration consulting, are you guys ready to hear this? Let me know. Drop a thumbs up. Let me know. Are you ready for this final announcement of the winner? Give this video a thumbs up if you're ready. Let me know. You can still drop your questions. I'll try to answer before I go off. Someone's asking, are there headhunters that can help get job offers in Canada? So are you asking from outside Nigeria, from outside Canada? Within Canada, yeah, they're headhunters. They're people that will message you on LinkedIn to say, oh, I see that you're into this field. I see you're a financial advisor working at this bank. Would you like to explore the opportunity to come work with us and blah, blah, blah. There are people that will headhunt you when you're within Canada. When you're outside Canada, I'm not aware of that. It's not easy to get a job from outside Canada, but of course it is possible. Everything is possible. There are people that get jobs from outside Canada, but it's not easy, and it's usually in software development, UI UX design, Big Four consulting. Those kind of people, they tend to get jobs from outside Canada if they're very good and if they reach out to the right people. But for other people, I haven't really heard much about people like that. People getting jobs from outside Canada that easily. I don't think it's something that's easy. But of course, it doesn't matter whether it's easy or not. Just keep applying. Like, just apply. Whether the chance is 0.1%, it doesn't matter. That's just the way I see things. Like, always still apply. For engineers, don't worry. I see a question about engineering here. I have a couple of people that are going to be coming to talk about the pathway for engineers, getting licensed to become an engineer here. And if you don't want to go through the licensing process, what can you do to still be able to have a good livelihood here in Canada, even if you're not a registered engineer? If you just, so basically alternative jobs that you can take that are actually still good. So we'll talk about that as well in future live sessions. Okay, so Give this video a thumbs up. Let me announce the winner. You guys, this person, I'm so glad they won. I don't know them, but I'm glad they won because I've seen a lot of their comments. They've been commenting about this for the past 3 weeks and still continued throughout this week. So I'm happy that you actually won this. And the name is, let me just say the prize actually. So this is full consultation. So express entry consultation or student route consultation from basically end to end with Mo's Law Office, which is a law office here in Ontario, Canada. And yeah, the winner of that prize is Ololade Akingbade. I hope you're on this live. Drop us a comment. Congratulations. That is super exciting. You guys, if you didn't win, it's okay. Just send me a DM of your questions. I can answer questions for you, okay? So it takes time for me to respond because I get a lot of DMs, but I will respond eventually, right? So if you have questions, just message me. Message me. So don't feel bad about not winning. Not everybody will win. It's okay. Let's be happy for the people that won. So congratulations to Ololade Akingbade on winning this. Please send me a DM and we'll be happy to move forward and get your application rolling as soon as possible. Okay, this live is getting too long. I don't know. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Let me know. Do you have more questions? What is the estimated cost and time frame for IFC and CSC? I think IFC exam at the time that I did it was $800 for the package that I had gotten. You can get different packages, like you can decide to only pay for the exam and you can get the book, all those kind of things depending on what you get. But I personally, I was already working in the bank when I decided to do the IFC exam, and so the bank paid for my exam. So that's another thing you should know. Your organization can pay for your certification, right? So yeah, it was $800, but I didn't pay out of pocket. CSC, I don't know how much it is because I didn't do it, but it's probably more expensive because that one is 2 exams in one, and it's not really higher, but it's more in depth than IFC. So for study time frame for IFC, people were reading for 3 months, 5 months. I think I read for 1 month because because I was under pressure to get it done and pass, so I could move on right to the next level. So I studied for it within about 3.5 weeks actually, and then it was a pretty good exam. I went into it without prior knowledge of investments and things like that. I just had basic knowledge of what everybody already knows about stocks and this and that. But when I started studying for the exam, it all started making sense. And yeah, within 3.5 weeks, I took the exam and I passed it. So that, I think a good timeline is like 1 month if you have, if you can study every day. So I was working full time while I was studying. So when then I didn't have a life. It's not like I have a life right now, but when I come back from work, I go and study and then I sleep off, wake up, go to work, come back and study. And it was like that for like 3 whole weeks. And yeah, so also look online for past questions. Past questions are very important for those exams. Medical field, nursing, I'll try to find somebody. I know people that are currently in the process of getting licensed. I don't know if they want to come on when they're not yet done, but it would really help for them to come on regardless. But I'll try to see if they can come on. Change managers, product managers. Oh, okay. Product managers. Is there a chance for product managers? Yes, of course. Just like project management, product management here is good. There is a good chance for you. How do newcomers deal with loneliness and homesick/depression in the first few months and years? You guys, this thing is real. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, they're A1 mentally and they're okay. But when you come, and if you're single, for example, you don't have your family and friends here, even if you have family, sometimes you can still feel lonely and depressed. I think one thing that really helps is having support groups. So I always talk about this. There are WhatsApp groups, there are communities on Nairaland where you can join and meet people that are in the same process as you. just like Wendy said, that's how we met. And a lot of the people I'll be bringing on the group, that's how I met them too. Now, when I moved to Canada 5 years ago, we didn't have those support groups. It wasn't until like 3 years ago, like 2017, like Wendy said, that I now start realizing that, oh, these groups are there, So at that time, I was already settled in Canada, and it was just good for me to join and let people know what life was like here. And since then, it's been amazing, right? Like, it's good to join those groups. They would actually help you. Shout out to Mama Eto of GTA, Bumi A. She will laugh when she sees this. Always planning events, always planning end of the year party, New Year party, Easter party. It's never a dull moment, So being in those groups, people are always asking me for links to the groups I'm in. All of them are full, okay? And they're for people that are already in Canada, right? So there are for people already in Canada. There's only one group that I know that isn't full, and it's for people who have gotten their PPR, right? So most people that ask me about this, they're just about to start their express entry process, or just about to start, get ITA. I'm not in ITA groups, but there are groups like that, okay? So there are pre-ITA groups, there are ITA groups, there are PPR groups, there are landed immigrant groups, right? So just try to find people on Nairaland who are in the groups that actually support the stage you're in your immigration process, and try to join those groups. You might find links on Nairaland even, who knows? But yeah, that's how you kick depression and loneliness. Have people around you. A lot of people have made lifelong friendships, from these groups, from these networks, right? So definitely try to look into that. Also, I think it's very important to be able to enjoy your own company, like enjoy your company, like personally. Like, if I'm by myself, am I okay? Do you understand? I think it's very important to be able to enjoy your own company and keep yourself, entertained by yourself, because sometimes people will be busy. Like I said before in one of my videos, a lot of people are struggling with just hustle. Do you understand? A lot of people are hustling to make sure that they meet up with their bills, and they're able to save. And if they have families, they're able to take care of their families. So people are actually busy. So when you have friendships here, it might not be like Nigeria, that you live in the same area as your friends, or you will just drive down. Here, you might drive down to someone's house to surprise them, and they won't even answer you because they've been working all day, all night, and now they're not interested. Some people, you can't just surprise people, just like we do back home and things like that. So your friends might not have so much time to give you like that. So you still have to be able to enjoy your own company, and and move on from there. Let me see. Just looking at asking for a friend. Can I come to Canada as an athlete? Yinks, please stop intimidating us. Yinks is an athlete. He moved to Canada from Nigeria, then he moved to the US, then he moved to Mexico. In fact, Yinks, you're going to come on the channel as a guest to tell us why you're moving around. Why are you moving around? What is going on? You have to come and gist us. So is it nice to go for a 2-year co-op diploma as a teenager? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about, teenagers coming to Canada. I mean, are you coming with parents? Are you like, what age even as a teenager? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I can't answer that question. If you have a good head on your shoulders, that's great. Yeah, but it's very easy here in this country to go the wrong way. But if you have a good head on your shoulders, yeah, why not come as a student, come as a teenager? That's fine. You just have to know that you'll be focused, and it's good to have co-op too, because co-op, for those of you who don't know, co-op is internship. So that's what we call IT in Nigeria, like internship, industrial training. I think that's what it means. So here it's co-op, and it just means that you're able to work in an organization for 4 months, 3 months. Some of them are even very long, 8 months, some 12-month internships. So in that case, it is good because it kind of pivots you into the industry. It gets you that dreaded Canadian experience, right? For those of you who know, like when you're searching for a job here as a new immigrant, that Canadian experience is a major issue for a lot of people, right? So it's important for you to take advantage of that co-op. At least you'll be able to put that, okay, you were this for a Canadian organization, so you have Canadian experience and you have industry experience within Canada. So it will help you get a job when you're done. Does your performance in university help in getting a better job in Canada? It depends on the job. There are a lot of jobs that are specifically for new graduates. So the ones that are for new graduates, they will ask for your transcript. They will ask for your transcript. So they won't write there that, oh, minimum of 3.5 over 4 or minimum of 3.6 over 4 for your GPA. They won't write it. But just know that if you don't have a good GPA, they won't call you. So yes, I would say if you're applying for new grad roles or for graduate roles, yes, your performance in university will help you improve your chances to get those jobs, because they will ask for your transcript. And not sometimes they don't just ask for the transcript of your latest, they ask for all your transcripts from everywhere you've graduated from, right? So keep up your performance in school. Make sure that your education and everything is top of mind and it's priority. Will organizations pay for co-op internship? Yes and no. Some organizations will pay. It depends. Some $18 per hour, some $20 per hour, some $25 per hour. Some interns that are in engineering and things like that, they make a lot of money per hour, even as interns. And some organizations will pay zero, right? Some of them will just tell you there's no pay. They will just give you allowance, like a stipend, say $500 per month that you spend on transportation to come to work. Some of them will do that. Some will not even reimburse you anything, right? So it depends on the one you find. Some of them are paid internships, some of them are not paid. Does remote jobs in Canada count as Canadian experience? Yes. As long as it's a Canadian organization, yes. Yes. Don't dull yourself. Oh, yes, it applies. It counts. Your experience counts, whether it's remote or not. Yes, it counts as Canadian experience. Someone's asking me, oh, you're a photographer. How lucrative is photography? Am I in the best position to answer this, considering the fact that I'm not a full-time photographer? I think photography is fair. I was a photographer in Nigeria before actually coming here. So I don't know if you guys can see me. Okay, let me just round up. I don't know what happened, but I was a photographer in Nigeria before coming here. So I would say photography in Nigeria is very lucrative compared to Canada, depending on your situation, your kind of photography and things like that. But in general, yes, photography is lucrative. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope you can, but I will round up the session now. And yeah, thank you for joining. I don't know why you can't see me anymore. Can you hear me at least? Okay, so you can hear me. Yeah, so it's okay. As long as you can hear me, that's fine. So yeah, I'd say business is lucrative. Okay, in this country, one thing I would say is that there's a lot of opportunity for business owners, and I get this question a lot about entrepreneurship. There is a lot of opportunity for entrepreneurs. Do you understand? In some places, you will be looking for, okay, in this city, I'm looking for a good makeup artist. Just one good makeup artist, and it's going to be tough to find a good makeup artist because the way they do the makeup here is different from the way Nigerians do it. So if you come with your Nigerian makeup skills, do you understand, those Beyonce kind of skills, you will find customers. So no matter what you're doing, no matter what industry it is, if you have a business here you just need to put yourself out there and you will be fine. Okay, so entrepreneurship is good here. There are also grants and loans that are there for entrepreneurs. So if you need funding, you might be able to get funding if you qualify. Okay, so let me just round up now, just because I mean my camera has gone off. So there's no point continuing this, and it's almost 1 hour already as well, so that's good. I'm sorry about the technical issue with the guests. I'll try to bring her on another time. I'll be having these sessions probably about once a month now that the giveaway is over. Again, congratulations to all giveaway winners, and thank you very much to all our sponsors. Thank you, and thanks for joining and hanging out with me today. I'm glad I could answer some of your questions. And we'll see in my next video. Bye-bye.